Of course. Of course this is happening. It's always the same people. It's always Nickelodeon. It's always Disney. How come Cartoon Network never gets anything like this? I think the worst that they had was that Rick and Morty creator situation. I forget his name. Dan Harmon and the other guy. Justin Roiland. There we go. That's probably the worst that Cartoon Network ever had was those two guys. I guess Sam Hyde, but that was for a different reason. Busted! Ex-Disney actress exposes Hollywood predators. Puts disgusting sick men in prison. If you love to fucking see it. You hate to see that Hollywood's being fucking creepy with their disgusting web of bullshit. But you love to see that sick people go to prison.
Hollywood is not a very safe place for young ones.
No shit. Dude, I get people hating on me constantly that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Hollywood. Hollywood's not that bad. It's just certain bad actors. No, I think this is completely ingrained into the corporate Hollywood. I don't really think it's much to do with the celebrities. I think it's more to do with the people who make money off the celebrities, you know? And some of the celebrities.
I can tell you, I would never, ever put any child I'm responsible for in any kind of Hollywood production. Seems like you're just putting them in a bad situation.
I can guarantee you that I'm going to have people in my comments glazing Disney. Oh, man, it's going to be absolutely disgusting.
Stuff's been coming out for a long time about this, and it doesn't seem like it ever really changes.
Nope.
But it's always nice to highlight it when somebody does come out and talk about it. So Ariel Winter, who used to star in the sitcom Modern Family.
I should know who it is if she was in Modern Family. I've seen a lot of Modern Family. Not like from me watching it, just because my grandma watched it, my mom watched it.
Has come out and talked about her experiences in Hollywood. This is her right here. I think she's pretty much quit acting.
Good.
Since that show. Doesn't sound like she really enjoyed her time in the spotlight. But she is back to doing a little bit of acting.
What's probably the worst thing is she probably didn't mind her time in the spotlight. It was probably all the other disgusting bullshit that comes with it that she didn't like.
She's been working with this YouTube site.
What? All right. Sosa Undercover, you say? Well, I'm definitely going to subscribe.
Sosa Undercover. And if you don't know what this is, it's basically like a Chris Hansen type of thing. They go after predators. They look for predators.
Yep, I like that. I always like me some anti-predator content.
And they take them down. I love channels like this. As soon as I found out about it from reading about this, I subscribed.
Yeah, well, that's what I did too. But I heard about it from you.
These channels do great work.
100%.
And they get a lot of these disgusting pieces of shit off of the streets and into jail cells where they belong.
You'll love to see
and should
it.
never leave.
You love to see it. A lot of times, though, they end up making bail immediately and not actually getting charged with the things they should be charged with because Hollywood and the government go hand in hand. Just look at the Drake Bell situation, or Brian Peck didn't see like any time.
So she's been doing some work with them, and she's put a lot of these creeps in jail where they belong.
Good.
She's posing as a decoy, so she's kind of back to acting, but now she's now it's doing society a great benefit.
She's acting for good rather than evil.
But she talks about it mostly in this Daily Mail interview, talking about working with Sosa and some of her experiences in Hollywood.
I don't know if Daily Mail is the publication that you should be working with on this because they're kind of Hollywood people too.
And not just Hollywood, but the Hollywood media and how like Hollywood media would
Hey, look at that. There's Cartoon Network.
sexualize her and talk about her body and say she's too fat or she's
Yeah, Cartoon Network is probably the better out of the three, but they still got some problems.
Too skinny and stuff.
Yeah.
She was like 12 years old on this show.
Yeah, they're trying to form the perfect Barbie doll that they can put in their movies to look the best, to get the most 12-year-old boys amped up and get those hormones flowing so they can get the clicks, so they can get all the eyeballs.
That's pretty gross.
Yes.
So Ariel Winter was abused as a child when working in Hollywood. 27-year-old actress who played Alex Dunphy on ABC's hit series Modern Family. I've never watched this show.
I've seen a lot of it, actually. I don't remember anything about it, though, because I didn't actually watch it. I was just there while it was on.
I remember it, but I never watched it. Was approached by older men, she tells Daily Mail.
Okay, yeah, that happens to everybody. That sucks. But it's really, really gross, though, when you're approached by older men in Hollywood. It's one thing if you're, like, at the store and some random guy was like, oh, you're a pretty little thing, you know? It's another for it to be somebody that you work with.
I am familiar with male predators because I worked in Hollywood at a young age. I started at age 4, and the star said, who is appearing in the new true crime docuseries on YouTube called Sosa Undercover. I don't want to say too much about it, but by the time I was on a laptop and cell phone, I was getting inappropriate messages from older men.
Oh, this is just like random men. Oh, man, I wasn't even thinking about the social media aspect. Yeah, I could see that. Where you're just trying to be on social media because you're forced to be on social media if you're in Hollywood, by the way. If you're not on social media, that's clicks that you're not getting, man. You're missing out. So you got to be on social media. And there's a lot of creepy people on social media.
It caused trauma, I bet. I bet it did. And she has gotten professional help to deal with the painful scars. The experiences I had in person and online as a child that affected me so deeply that I've had to go to therapy for it. The movie and TV industry is a dark place.
The Hollywood movie and TV industry. It also extends over to New York and Nashville, like all these different places. It just comes out of Hollywood. Not the whole thing. There's some good places. Usually it's like the YouTube type people, though, that are the good ones. The people who are actually real, who use social media to be real instead of a virtue signal. There's not very many.
She goes on to talk about her time in media, but I wish that these people, when they come out and talk about this, that they would drop names. Like, you should name these people. Give us the names.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm not saying it with this chick. I believe this chick. But a lot of times when these people come out and they're like, I was abused at Hollywood, and then they, like, were actually abused by specific people, not just random people messaging them. They never give names. Why not?
Tell us who you're talking about.
Yep.
So that they can maybe face some kind of justice.
Yep.
Because if they did it to you and they're still there, they're doing it to other young kids. I think it was Chuck Dixon that said this, comic book writer. But what he said was right. I believe it was him that said it. Or it might have also been Graham Nolan. I can't remember who said it. But what they said was in a conversation about the Cuties movie.
Oh, God. Yeah, that movie on Netflix that was about the child strippers.
That the audition tapes for that movie are probably worse than the movie itself. Because they went through a lot of kids. It's gross. Gross.
I didn't even think about that. I'd rather not think about that, actually. That's fucking disgusting. That actually was the moment that I stopped paying for streaming services. Like, literally. When that movie came out on Netflix, I had like 3-4 different streaming services. And I was like, oh, so they can just drop actual child porn on a streaming service and that's okay? Oh, there's people defending it. All right. I'm not paying for streaming services ever again. I was out on all of them. I'm still out on all of them. I don't pay for shit.
So I'm definitely happy living outside of Los Angeles. There was a lot of history I was happy to get away from. it's nice to have a space, a bigger yard, more privacy, and to be a normal person. It's been super great. So then talks about her dressing up to look 12 to go after these people. This is what she looks like with the makeup and stuff on.
She does. Wow. Okay. Right on, man.
To these dudes. But there's some crazy shit in here talking about like what she's doing with these dudes. Like she goes on these things. They apparently have gotten messages from hundreds of thousands of dudes.
That's so fucking sick, man. Like, how could you let a teenager go through that? How could you force a teenager to go through that? Like, I could even get on board with a child star, you know? Just don't be fucking creepy, man. Every single time, like we heard about this in the 90s, the 2000s, 2010s, it just never stops. Now I'm at the point where I don't even want to see children in movies and shows and stuff. Because I just immediately am taken out of it, like, what's happening to this kid? This kid's gonna have a terrible life. I feel sorry for the child. Like, I can't watch anything anymore. It's taken me out of it so much. I could still watch stuff from the 70s and 80s because that kind of stuff was happening. But a lot of those people, they're like either dead or they never talked about it, and you just don't hear about stuff from the 70s and 80s. Every once in a while, like Corey Feldman, you hear some stuff about some people. But really, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, so fucking bad. And I think it's the worst it's ever been. Just look at people like Jack Doherty, who's got his little OnlyFans human trafficking ring, prostitution ring, and all of his fans are children.
That's insane. It's nasty. This is why you have to monitor. If you've got kids, you need to be really involved when they're online. And
don't let them online at all. Like, honestly. Because even if you're sitting right there with them and they see these messages, it's just as bad.
Check and see what the hell is going on. Because there's a lot.
Yeah, just don't let your kid online. That's like, especially since it's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's only going to get worse.
A lot of these nasty predators out there that are just foaming at the mouth. And anything that has kids in it, that's where these dudes go. That's why a lot of these predators go to Hollywood. So
that's why I don't like to see kids and stuff anymore. Now I'm just like, all right, if you're going to have a kid in it, make it a CG child and make it not a real child. I don't want to see children anywhere near this industry. They could do it. We got the technology now just to put fake children in there. I don't even care if I can tell. I don't even care. Just don't put kids and stuff anymore.
That they can have access. It's like that in every industry where there's kids.
Yep.
Unless it's really complicated, like becoming a doctor or something. Like that takes tons of schooling, hard work. Like, not anybody can just become a medical doctor or pediatrician. But a teacher. We've been seeing a lot of that lately.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with a lot of older women.
Yeah, that's weird. Very, very strange.
I think this is great. I like seeing Hollywood.
Honestly, like, people like to see men as predators. I think it's both 50-50. I think it's both men and women that are predators. They just are predatory in different ways. Women, they are predatory over time, and they allow things to happen, and they force things to happen. Men are very direct about how predatory they are and what kind of predators they are. Because they just want sex. Women, they want money, power, and fame. So do men, but they will use sex to get people there if they're in the position, you know? If they're already in the position. And a lot of times the women are working for the men because they want to go up in the ranks, you know? So they're going to just work with the men, and they're all just, that's the web of disgusting bullshit. People allowing disgusting bullshit to happen so that they can continue on with their disgusting bullshit. That's a different kind of disgusting bullshit than the other people's disgusting bullshit. And it just creates this web.
Get exposed a little bit. I wish he would have dropped a little bit more, but I like what they're doing. I think channels like this are great, so definitely give it a subscribe.
Yes.
And
I'll have it linked down there in the description.
Hopefully she keeps up the good work and keeps busting these scumbags. So subscribe,
Super fucking based.
comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. Throw a like up, share the video, hit that notification bell. Also check out my comic.
Yeah, he's got this comic. Check that out. I'm gonna hit the like button. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications. Also, follow my gaming channel, man. I got it linked down there in the description.